Hey everybody, good morning and warm welcome to all of you on this wonderful channel of yours, iPhone Bloke, the tech tuber, where we help quality people to pick up quality product. Now, today happens to be a very intriguing video with context to all the questions what you've asked so far, and with the help of all my, various questions which I've got on the social media platform and of course on the YouTube channel, I'm going to be answering. So let's get started. Okay, so these are those questions which I've gathered over a span of almost 10 days of time, and after my first Q&A, there wasn't much of a question which I wasn't replying on the chat, and that's why I was not able to make a video. But then I've got lots of questions this time, pretty important and interesting questions as well. So I thought, why not every once in 2 weeks I'll gather all the questions, answer, and I'll answer them personally with the help of a video. So let's have the first question. The first question comes from Ashok Patil, and he has talked about the XUV Backstreet experience. Now, Ashok, I totally agree what you said in the comment, but XUV 300 backside, the thigh support varies from person to person. So let's say if you are somebody who is heavily built, then definitely make a lot of difference. But then somebody who's like me, somebody who has average height of 5'11" or even 6 feet, if you're not on the bulkier side, I don't think you'll have enough challenge with your knee space and of course the thigh support with XUV 300 at the back side. So that's my question's answer for you. Supreet R, what is the best car with context to Creta versus XUV 300? Now, it's a tough question, Supreet, which you need to understand, because XUV 300 has got its own advantages and disadvantages. On the contrary, you have Creta, which is a well-renowned, a very famous family car in the community of SUV. But if you really want my perception in terms of the best car when it comes to family space and boot space and other things, I think the boot space with Creta is more, but the backseat space of XUV is even better. So if you really want to consider more from the seating perspective and more from the mileage perspective and more from the efficiency perspective, I think XUV happens to be more of a right package for family car, barring one drawback, which is 270 liters of boot space. You remove that, I think XUV will come better in terms of mileage, affordability, efficiency, and of course it has the longest wheelbase in the segment of SUV right now in India. So my answer to you is XUV 300. Another question comes from one of my beloved subscribers, Shiv Kumar. First of all, Shiv, thank you so much for following us so instantly and almost every day. We love you and love your support. And the question's answer is yes, I am going to make a video on XUV 300 top speed within this week or maybe next week, but for sure. So don't worry about it. I have that in my mind, and I'm gonna go on the highway and give you the best possible top speed of XUV 300 with the highest number of speed on the MID. So be assured. Another question comes from the same guy, Supreet R. He has talked about the facelift of XUV 300. Now, Supreet, you need to understand that right now XUV 300 is about to launch XUV 300 Sports, and they would not want to launch two cars in one particular time. So obviously the facelift of XUV 300, which I don't think it's required, to be very honest with you, because the only thing which I think XUV needs to fix is the boot space. Facelift from the front bumper, there are no hiccups whatsoever. So I'm not expecting soon when it comes to XUV 300 facelift, because I don't see any hiccups in that apart from a boot. So it will take some time. Last two questions. One is from Kunal. Okay, so the last two questions are from Kunal Negi, one of my subscribers, and of course, one of my well-known friends, Shrestha. Okay, so Kunal, let me answer your question first. And you asked about what's with the accent, bro. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people have been asking me on the YouTube about my accent, and I can tell you people, I am somebody who has worked a lot with the Americans and the UK folks. And all my life in the corporate and of course in the other segments, I've been interacting daily with American, Swiss, English people. Perhaps that's one of the reasons why I sound like this. I do not intend to go ahead and fake it out, but then this is what I have become, and I think a lot of credit has to be given to my education as well, because I happen to have a pretty good education system where I've studied and there were very good people who were churning up the best possible language. So perhaps that's one of the reasons. But I would request all of you, all my YouTube subscribers and people those who watch me, let's not judge me on my accent. If you really want to judge me on my knowledge, my helpful tips, which I keep doing in out for iPhones and SUV, and I'll be more than happy. So I think I've just answered the question, Mr. Negi. Thank you so much. Shrestha, why don't you make videos in Hindi? Shrestha, I think I've already got a lot of videos in Hindi. So I've got a complete playlist. If you see my iPhone Bloke, SUV and iPhones YouTube channel, I've got various playlists. I've got iOS, I've got SUV Hindi, English, I've got laptops reviews, I've got gadget reviews. So obviously a lot of my subscribers are from US, UK, southern part of India, and not everyone has access to Hindi language. Perhaps that's one of the reasons more often than not when I upload a video, if it's not a very special video, I go ahead with English version of a channel. So I have already made a lot of videos on YouTube tips and tricks. I've made videos on gadgets, Hindi SUV, English SUV. Do check it out. And I'm also working very hard to one of your MacBook questions, and I'll upload very, very soon and let you know the best possible answer. Well, with this note, I want to say thank you so much. I hope this Q&A was helpful to all of you. If in case, connect us with on Twitter, Instagram, hear me out on podcast. The link is below. And of course, guys, do help me with the purchase of yours with the link given on Amazon link. It will help us to grow our channel, and of course, give us a thumbs up if you believe we're giving you the best possible channel content. Till next time, take care.